everybody, welcome back to Vintage Poorboy Doing, and we are just finishing up our picking up of the straw of our July harvest. We harvested all of our barley, wheat, and oats. This is just the straw from the oats. And just thought I'd discuss a few things that, it's probably not going to be an all that long of a video, but we've only got, I think, 2 fields left of soybeans to harvest yet this year. That'll be in October. I'm expecting somewhere around, I'm going to say 25,000 to 30,000 liters. I think that's probably fairly accurate expectation. These 2 fields right here, this one and the one leading up to the tracks, we are going to combine them and enlarge them slightly. It's not going to be a significant enlargement, just because we do have to work around the bridge there. This is going to be barley next year, and I have plenty of barley for at least a year and a half, so I'm kind of thinking if we can get, I'm using about 3,000 liters a month, so that's 36,000 a year. I probably actually have closer to 2.5 years worth on hand, and we'll go over what we did get out of this harvest, which is actually quite significant. And I do want to be up front with everybody. I am going to put all my oats and my wheat into production, and it will ultimately go towards making more bread. As things sit right now, I don't need any more pig feed this year. I might save some for harvest next year, and just keep a little bit of it. As far as what we will earn from this harvest in particular, that's all up in the air, because the value of the wheat is only at base worth 30,000. The value of the oats is only worth about 28,000, and the value of the barley was always null and void because that is saved for chickens. So the real value will be from our straw, which was from silage, and then also from the feed that we're going to make and sell from production. So we're going to make bread and sell it, and then we're also going to make flour, and we'll keep the flour to make the bread. But then when we process the oats and the wheat the first time, we make not just flour, but I believe the wheat also produces pig feed, which, if we take a quick look, I don't know if oats actually produce pig feed. We're going to take a quick look at the different things that we got going on. So we are going to start our straw. I was waiting to start it till I had it all collected. So we are going to get 542,000 liters, which is going to be about $100,000 when we turn around and sell it. All right, so now when we make flour from the wheat, we only have 35,000 liters, which, that will produce a fair amount of pig feed. But like I said, we're straight up just going to sell the pig feed this year. So I'm going to turn that on. And I'm also going to turn on oat flour and start that up. Now, bread, obviously it's going to take 2 flour, but we're going to make 1 bread and 1 pig feed, which we'll sell the pig feed, which that is great. Now, we have started those. What I do want to do is I want to show what we've actually sold, or so we got just over 22,000, not quite 22,500 liters of oats from the harvest. And then when you look at the wheat, we got not quite 38,000 liters, which, that was, something we fully expected. Was somewhere between 33 and I was hoping for 40, but I kind of figured about 32, and I was happy with it, with that amount. Now we can just turn that right off. So we're going to make good money off of selling the pig feed. We're going to get close to well, I'm not gonna speculate, because I do know it's going to be quite significant every month. Now, some of the other things that we have to clear out are, well, we don't have a whole lot of eggs. We did have to sell our eggs in order to continue running the harvester, but we did plant our field up here. We did get, we did get this all worked up, and it is planted, which obviously we wanted to get that done. The next thing we're going to do is actually, I do have to get fertilizer spread on this field, and our other grass field needs it as well, so that we can prepare those for the next harvest in a few months. And I know I could space this out differently and do much more harvesting of the grass throughout the year, but with how significant the silage production is to our finances, I feel like that might be a little too much, and I think we should possibly kind of limit ourselves to 3 cuttings a year instead of 4. Now, as we get more cattle, though, we aren't going to do a whole lot of silage, and we are going to be making some changes to our fields on the other side of the road, so we're not going to actually get any grass cutting off of that. I have 1 cutting left, and I'm going to do it this month, but after that there won't be anything to cut. So we'll just collect it, throw it in the silo to ferment, and when it's done, it's done. We're not going to worry about getting any additional silage this off the grass that's in our the grass that's currently in our non-farm parts of fields, the headlands up next to the trees. We're actually going to cut that way back anyways, just because we're going to increase the sizes of the fields. Now, recently I've been getting a lot more lag, and I'm not sure what is causing that. It could be the fact that I've got so many videos that I am publishing 2 a day right now, just to kind of clean some of them out. and I'm also trying to limit myself a little bit as well as to how much I'm actually doing for content. I haven't picked up the grass from the most recent cuttings, just because I don't need it yet. Figure in 3 months we'll cut it, tet it, pick it up. It'll be probably about 150,000 liters, and we're going to use probably 80,000 just, you know, on our cows, and then we'll probably take the one harvest off of this field here that we're facing, and we'll also put it into storage for the, you know, the winter months, and then we can kind of make a determination of how much do we need to keep on hand. But as we keep having more and more cattle, we're going to use more and more. So we have to keep that as a consideration. Now, really the only things that I have left to do this month would be, I do want to start cultivating and getting the fields prepped, because in September we can start planting our barley. Excuse me. And I think that'd just be a good, you know, thing to do, is just get it prepped so that we can, you know, begin to earn and be ready. Well, I guess we're not going to earn. We just need to be ready for our next stage. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go sleep through the night, get us over to the next month, and that way, you know, we'll be fresh to start in the morning. And, well, no, I'm not going to sleep. I do still need to go and cut that other bit of grass. So I guess what I'll do is I'll get that done, and while I'm doing that, we'll just kind of wrap up this video. So as you guys can tell, you know, these fields, I don't want to sit there and cut these headlands all the time for you know, till the end of time. I don't want to do that. I would essentially, I'd like to get to where there is really this whole area is being used as a field, because that's, you know, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to farm, not cut, you know, free grass that's meadow. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that free grass and everything, but it's not something that we have planned on. So I want to eventually not rely on it whatsoever, and I think that's really important, that we get to a point where, you know, we're only relying on what we've planted, and then we can harvest what we plant. You know, we can do productions with that, and we'll make plenty of money doing that. As you guys can see, I've only got $768, but that number will go up as, you know, we move into the next few months, as we're using up our wheat, and then our flour, and our oats, and our flour. It will definitely, we'll definitely see an increase there. So and I don't know as increasing the size of these fields is really going to yield all that much extra, but I do feel like it's important enough to remove the temptation to just continuously you know, take grass off of it 3 times a year. As much as I enjoy the grass harvest, because I mean it's good money, but it just doesn't quite feel like, you know, it feels like, you know, we're gaming the system a little bit, I guess. And I mean, I suppose it's there as an option, and we can take what we can take. I do know in Farming Simulator 25, at least on when you're doing harvests that are when you're doing a mowing or a baling, you're not able to get it anymore. So I mean, that was kind of cool that they have removed that from 25, as it was kind of an unfair advantage, because you're already getting to keep the extra. And you know, that's obviously that's Giants just trying to make the game a little bit more difficult, because I think there was a lot of people that felt that there was just too much, too easy on some aspects of it. I mean, here we are, and I can't tell you which year right now off the top of my head, and we only have $700, but we've grown our farm. We are actually in our year 7, so that ought to tell you something, that, you know, we've made this not easy for ourselves. I'm not going to extend these fields this way any further. I feel like I've gone far enough with these. They don't necessarily, they're not going to produce you know, more if they might, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's not necessary, as far as, you know, unless I buy that other field, then yeah, I might extend it, just because I am, you know, looking to combine those fields, because I would love to have one just gigantic field. In previous playthroughs, I have purchased this entire block and made it into one gigantic field, and I mean, it was fun, but it was a lot of work too. Because I just put it into grass. So I mean, you know, 3-4 times a year you're cutting your grass, and you're making a lot of money with the grass, but it's still, it was a lot of work, but I did enjoy it. It was really kind of fun. Now, next thing I'll do, obviously, is we're going to pick this grass up, and this is just going to go straight into silage. That's all we're going to do with this. I mean, should we? That's up for debate, but it's what we're going to do. We are not going to do the center section now that we have trees planted there. We're going to leave that alone. One day that'll be ready for us to start harvesting trees, but that day is nowhere near. I am wondering though too if some of my lag issues are a result of, you know, the size of our farm. But I do feel like I bogged down my computer a bit by trying to get ahead on filming content. So you might see quite a bit more content being released every day, just so that I can get some of it cleaned up. I don't have an external hard drive, so once I've uploaded it to YouTube and released the video, I'm deleting it off my my computer. I've not bought any sort of hard drive or any way to store the old content. I am going to be using YouTube as that storage device. I know that isn't ideal, but it is what it is in this case. I'm going to say that I will wind up getting probably close to 60,000 liters of grass doing this. And I mean, that's kind of, that's a bit impressive to me. So, that's kind of exciting. The fields are going to, the combining of fields is going to take a little bit of time, and it is a nightmare. I am definitely hoping to get everything, harvested quickly, because I'll have to get it harvested and then get it worked up. And what I really need to do is I need to just go out and purchase a no-till drill. That's what I really need, but I've been trying my best not to. I know that the John Deere and or Case has a no-till, and while that's all fine and everything, I've just been so resistant because I've got so much good equipment already that I just kind of feel like that might be taking it a step too far and making it really quite unfair. I don't know. But one thing I will be doing is, once we're done mowing all of this, I am going to sleep, and I will probably pick it up first thing next month, which you guys won't see. I'll do all that off camera. I'll let you guys know how much grass we wound up getting to put into the silage. We're gonna use silage to purchase our next field. So, and then we'll use soybeans to probably purchase the field after that. And our monthly income from productions is going to go straight into, I need to get another tractor, I need to get another harvester, because we are getting to that point where harvesting is taking significant amount of time because we are limited by the one harvester, and I want to get past that. I am going to just kind of push my windrow gently out of my way with my mower and tractor, and once we're done here doing this last little swipe, I think we'll call that a video. We just got to do one swipe back of everything, and I am very glad you guys joined me on this episode. I do hope that you enjoyed it as well, and please leave a like and share. Also, if you could, and you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you aboard for continuing this journey in other games. So again, I just want to say thank you guys, and as always, this is Graybeard Gaming wishing you the best of days. We'll see you next time.